it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Here we go. Today's episode is brought to you by ArrestPodesta.com. And you could get yourself one of these fancy shirts if you go to ArrestPodesta.com. And, we'll talk a little bit about Johnny Boy Podesta. But first and foremost, I want to say a very happy birthday to my Aunt Annie. Turning 49, looking fine. Love you. Aunt Annie. One cool motherfucker. I remember back in the day when I was young, my aunt, she worked at the Wiz. What's up, man? What's going on, Joe? Yeah, my aunt worked at the Wiz. And I don't know if the Wiz was anywhere outside of New York, but the Wiz was like Best Buy of 1988. And my aunt worked there, and she had like all the coolest, latest technology. And that's something that I always remember about her. So I want to wish her a happy birthday today, 49. I remember when she brought home the Laserdisc. The Laserdisc was just a big ass glorified CD. That was interesting. And all sorts of cool ass shit she always had. So, love you. And sorry I won't be able to see you this weekend. But we'll catch up. So again, episode number 9. Yesterday I thought it was episode 7. And then I realized when I looked back there was already an episode 7. So I had to go and edit it, make it an episode 8. So today, as long as I'm keeping track, it's episode 9. So episode 9 and feeling fine. That's alright. So we're going to get right into it. Today's episode, what's up Vic, is brought to you by ArrestPodesta.com, like I said. Arrest Podesta. So John Podesta is set to testify. Oh yeah, you think Connor 5th round? We're getting to that. One topic at a time here. John Podesta, he's set to testify in front of Congress, I believe next week. Unfortunately, I'm sure he will not be asked about his pedophile nature, his pedophile brother, his pedophile friends, all the satanic ritual shit that you could just go on the internet and find him with pictures involved in. Very interesting. Somebody that close to power, that sadistic, is going to get off scot-free. But he's set to testify, I believe, about... If I was reading correctly, it looks like the Hillary investigation is being reopened. But I don't have... I'll see you later, man. I don't have... lost my train of thought. I don't have any thought right now. I don't even remember what I was about to say. But this motherfucker is about to testify, so we'll see what happens. Whatever. We're not going to give him any more time. Other than, if you want to know about John Podesta, go to ArrestPodesta.com. Pick up one of these shirts. There's instructions on there so you can print your own shirt for free if you don't feel like spending the money. So, it's very interesting. There's a lot of interesting shit on there. If you hate pedophiles like I hate pedophiles, you will go to ArrestPodesta.com. Now, that leads me into going into talking about knowing when to pull back, knowing when to unplug. So, I was doing some massive investigating on pedophiles, specifically elite pedophiles. You know, some of the most powerful people in our government, in our country, in this world. And there's some verified, factual, known cases of such things. So, one good example is Dennis Hastert. He was Speaker of the House under George Bush and I believe Clinton, and he was a convicted pedophile. Well, he turned out getting convicted. So it's not like this is like a far-fetched conspiracy theory that there's elite or powerful people in the government who are also sadistic fucking pedophiles. This is not anything new. You can look into the Franklin cover-up, YouTube that. Fucking sick. I would tell you to YouTube the Hampstead cover-up, but I'm leaning towards more that is not true. But it's very fucking sick if you look into it. But I don't believe that it's true. At this point, I'm leaning towards not so much. But there's a lot of shit. So when you got Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, you know, rubbing shoulders with the most powerful people in the world, and he's also a fucking suspected pedophile. All the people he surrounds himself with are pedophiles. You know, it's fucking crazy. But you gotta know when to unplug, because I was every night coming home, researching, watching videos, working on the website, putting together arrestpodesta.com, gathering information, spitballing with Moses about different theories and shit. And it was killing me. You know, having a 3-year-old son, it was literally fucking hurting me to watch this shit. And then it was like everything in my world was about taking down pedophiles. Everything. I'd be at work, somebody be talking about something, and I fucking, yeah, pedophiles. You know, they'd be talking about fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and somehow I'll link it to a fucking elite pedophile ring in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I'm sure it was getting a little fucking annoying. It was probably entertaining at first, but I'm pretty sure people were getting annoyed by it. But I had to stop. I had to pull back. So you got to know when to pull back from this shit, because you'll wind up just being sucked into it. And that's what happened when we were putting together arrestpodesta.com and just researching and trying to, you know, gain more evidence and all sorts of shit. So there's plenty of information out there, plenty of evidence. I would definitely suggest knowing about it, but be careful. You will get sucked in. It's very hard to unplug once you start absorbing yourself into that. And this is what I do. I find something and then I like attach myself to it and I'm just on it for like weeks. But it was literally killing me. It was hurting me to watch this shit and to learn about these things. But if you're interested, go to arrestpodesta.com. It's fucking gross, the shit that's going on. We're going to move on. Okay. Something I want to talk about that I haven't. Floyd versus McGregor. August 26th. In the fucking square ring. Going toe-to-toe, 12 rounds. I don't know what's going to happen. I do know this. Floyd, arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, especially in our time. A lot of people don't like him. He runs his mouth, he talks shit, doesn't know how to read. I don't know, heard a lot of bullshit. But, I mean, the guy's, 49-0? So, kind of hard to argue against that record. Then you got Conor McGregor, king of the UFC. Fucking holding 3 belts from 3 different weight classes. Never been done before. Guy's an animal. And it taps into my Irish roots, you know what I'm saying? I see that and I'm just like, damn. Fucking Irish, man, we could do it. You know, and I'm probably the least Irish man there is. But anyway, I don't know where I sit on it. Obviously, I want it to be a good fight. I want it to be entertaining. I don't want it to be over in 1 round. That fucking sucks. You pay for the pay-per-view and then it's over in 30 seconds. But I don't think this is going to happen like that. I think it's going to be a lot of dancing around the ring for a bunch of rounds. Not a whole lot of shots connecting. And then maybe towards the back end of the fight, you know, to start feeling that urgency to fucking lay some shots and knock some motherfuckers out. But I don't know. Who do you think's going to win? Floyd? Conor McGregor? Go. Who do you think's going to win? Man, I don't know. I really want I really want McGregor to win. Just because I want to see that dude come out of the UFC, you know, mixed martial arts. and just stand up toe to toe with the boxing rules and fucking lay this dude down for his first loss ever, first knockout ever. That would be fucking spectacular. But Floyd has got the footwork, man. He's got the hand speed. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Who do you put your money on? So I'm going to give a little update also now on the work I'm doing to the Honda Pilot, Christy's car. So a couple episodes ago I said I was putting it in there. Parts just came in. I'm going to get that work done. Maybe that was yesterday. Hard for me to remember. Well, I get the parts. I get the bearing. I get the new hub. I press the bearing into the steering knuckle this time instead of the other way around, so I don't fuck it up. Put it in, and Chris was just dropping me off, so I told him, hey, stick around for like 10 more minutes. I'm going to show you this press. So my brother-in-law, Steve, he had this hydraulic press he was making. It was like a benchtop press. But, you know, he like builds rat rods and shit, so he built Frankenpress. This thing is just like a beast, man. I'm going to have to post a picture of it. Scary looking, look like a guillotine. So I fucking start pressing the wheel bearing into the steering knuckle. Now the steering knuckle is not very smooth, so I know that it's going to be a jolt, right? So I'm there squeezing out, got 20-ton press in there going, and it's to the point where like the top of the press, the metal beam and shit is like starting to bow up. It's like, fuck, man. It's so scary. You don't know what's gonna happen, man. 20 tons, like that shit could just blow apart. My head could come off. Fuck. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like jacking the thing out. I'm like trying to block my face from getting hit. Like my hand will just get cut off. My hand will wind up getting cut off and then bludgeon me in the face to death. It's ridiculous. So anyway, he's standing there. I'm like, yeah, this shit is cool, right? Bam! This shit fucking popped. Holy shit! I fucking jumped, man. He fucking jumped. We looked at each other like we were a bunch of scared little bitches. It was like, yo, whoa, that was fucking scary. And that was like to get it going. And I started going a little bit more. Bam! And fucking pops again. Bam! Pops again. Every fucking time. Oh, shit. Fucking jumping up. Scary as shit. It doesn't help that Frankenpress looks scary. Fucking scary, man. I'm definitely going to have to post a picture of that. Holy shit, man. We were damn near hugging each other. He was like, yo, I gotta go home. This shit is too scary. Fuck. Yo, I wish I could go with you. So I'm fucking doing it, whatever. I get the wheel bearing in. I'm not scared anymore. I'm done with the fucking press. Right? And then I gotta change the lower ball joint. Lower ball joint don't want to fucking come out. So I gotta take the lower control arm. Take that fucking thing out. Jesus, what a pain in the ass. Put it on the Frankenpress. Press the ball joint out. Press the new one in. Good to go. Put the control arm on. And then I'm ready to put it back together. I put it back together, and now I'm excited because I get to drive my truck today, right? Instead of Christy driving my truck. So I move my truck out the way. I go to back the Pilot out of the garage, and all of a sudden I just hear like a horrible fucking noise. Like the engine or the transmission is just spinning and grinding shit, and I fucking turn it off real quick. So I turn it off, and I look underneath the car, right? So have you ever seen under your car, like on the axle, it's got like a rubber boot on the inside, rubber boot on the outside. And inside there's like a knuckle, like a joint, and there's like a bracelet, if you could picture, with ball bearings on it, and that's what kind of like keeps the thing going. Well, that outer boot was twisted around. So it was, the axle was spinning, but the wheel wasn't. So what I think happened, and I didn't take the axle out, so I don't really get it, but maybe just from hanging there, that joint on the inside of that boot kind of got separated. So the axle was spinning, but the wheel wasn't, so it just twisted that boot, and I'm surprised it didn't rip it. So, needless to say, Christy got the truck again, feeling like a boss, driving that thing around. I got my chauffeur picking me up, 1:05 sharp, and we're going to have to look at the axle tonight. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I couldn't do it anymore. I mean, I saw it, I jacked it back up, put the fucking wheel off it, just looking at it, I'm like, if I try doing this now, I'll be up till 6. Fuck that. So tonight, back at it. It's fucking Honda Pilot, man. And I still got to do the ABS wire for the back. That shouldn't be too bad, but as the story goes, it's never that fucking easy. So working on your car, yeah, real fucking empowering and also defeating, okay? Because I thought that shit was gonna be done. I was getting the truck back. I was not getting the truck back today. Whew. How's everybody doing? Sammy girl, what's up? Thanks for everybody tuning in. Kind of out of pre-planned topics here, but I guess we could talk about whatever. Let me get a little time check here, see how far we are. 15 minutes in. I'm doing 35 today. So I do want to say something. I won't give you the actual weight, but if you remember, if you were tuning in, 2 weeks ago I started this. I was weighing 194 and a half. Last Monday I said I was going to weigh in, and I was embarrassed because I weighed 194 and a half. It's because I was eating sleeves of cookies, half a tub of ice cream. It's retarded. So after yesterday's episode, I weighed myself, and I don't want to give you the weight because just in case I wind up going up a little bit, but I have lost some weight since Monday. So the shit is working. Just got to keep my mind right. Got to keep my diet right. Can't binge fucking snack at night when I get home. Ridiculous. Let me get a sip. Get a sip. Hey, is there anybody watching this sitting in a chair that's kind of rocking back and forth? So I wanted to watch, I watched not yesterday's episode, the one before. I wanted to make sure the light was good. You know, the internet feed was strong. It wasn't like breaking up. And I wound up watching the whole 30 minutes. Yo, I was dying laughing. I had myself cracking up. I was dying laughing with the pants story. Shit was retarded. So, but the other thing that I noticed, because I was just sitting there watching it, and like I'm watching me in the video doing this right now, and then I'm in the chair and I just start rocking back and forth like I'm on the stepper. I'm like, oh God, man, it's really hard not to do when you're watching somebody do that on the video. Fucking wild. I saw this video on Facebook today. It's pretty interesting. It was funny. I think Chris saw it yesterday. There's a guy on a motorcycle, right? There's like a highway, so there's somebody recording from their car. It's like a motorcycle up ahead and then a car next to him. So the guy on a motorcycle goes and kicks like the corner paddle of the car. Right away, the car just goes BAM! Right into him. But the motherfucker, the motorcyclist, lucky enough, man, he like backed up a little bit, and the car just wound up going right into the wall. Fucking wheel blew off. Went flying the other way, hit like a SUV, flipped the SUV over, all sorts of shit. There goes the bike. He just kept going. And they had like labels on it, right? So the bike was like a Trump tweet, and then the car was like a liberal. And it was like every time, what did it say? Like every time a Trump tweet, something like that. Like it was basically showing a reaction to every Trump tweet ever by a liberal. And then that SUV that just got clambered into, they had labeled as the media. And it wound up just flipping all blowing up on itself. It was fucking funny. Shit was real funny. For me, it was real fucking funny. So, what else? Oh, you know what? I haven't given an update on the cryptocurrency tip lately. And mainly because I'm down some money. But, very volatile market. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about it. Trying to get some insider information. I know somebody who knows somebody who is very well versed on cryptocurrency and just that kind of technology. So, slowly but surely trying to learn about it. But the cryptocurrency that I invested in, the Ethereum, I bought in at like 360, and I think before I came on here, it was like at like 315, 320. So I'm down some money right now. But if you watch it, man, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. It's all over the fucking place. So there's got to be some sort of science behind it to be able to predict, you know, when they're pumping it up and then they're going to dump it down. But what I did notice with the Coinbase app is every time that shit crashes, or every time that price comes way down, and people want to just like sell before they wind up losing too much money, the fucking app crashes and they're not able to sell their shit. That's a big fucking problem. So what if it goes up real high and you want to fucking sell and make a bunch of money, but there's so much activity that it crashes, you can't even sell that shit and make the money? Well, then what the fuck's the point of doing it? So I don't know what's up with that. I'm not technologically savvy in that department, but something to keep an eye on. Definitely worth looking into if you have a little bit of spare money, you're willing to maybe lose a couple $100 and to possibly gain some money. Now, there was one individual, friend of a friend, and he was trying to tell our mutual friend to buy in of this certain company, stock on this company, cryptocurrency, when it was at a penny. I guess it was his company, or maybe he's just like a major stockholder in that company. But he was trying to tell him, buy in now, man. It's a penny. It's only a fucking penny. Invest $1,000. Well, now it's up like around $1. So if you would have invested fucking, a little bit of money into it when it was a penny, oh, you would have made a ton of money. So that's the kind of shit you got to be aware of, And it's like it's hard to determine what's going to blow up, what's not. But it's a risk, It's a fucking gamble. So you got to try to research, get the information to back up the move you're about to make. Otherwise, you're just taking shots in the dark. Pretty much like I am. So until I fucking start learning my shit, I'm not giving you advice necessarily. Just letting you know what's out there, what's available. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Whew. Let's get a time check. 22 minutes in. You know what? Let's get a calorie check at 22. We're at 170 burned calories. Now that may be accurate, it may not be, but I certainly am fucking sweating. Oh, man. I've been thinking about switching up the cardio for the cardio and chat. I was thinking about maybe doing a little outdoor, take the dogs for a walk. But then the only problem with that is I got to hold the phone. It's going to be shaky. You wind up seeing my neighbors. I got one neighbor. Let me tell you about my fucking neighbors. I got one neighbor that lived right next door to me. Now, when we were looking at the house and we were going to buy the house, we wound up meeting the other neighbor across the street. Well, she starts telling us about this other lady. She's like, yeah, she's crazy. She was running around the neighborhood naked, like just fucking screaming. I'm like, what? What's this lady look like? Like, this could either be a really positive thing towards buying this house or just really horrible. Well, it was the latter. Not a good piece to look at, I will say. And, I want to be fair. She's a nice lady. She is a very nice lady. After, like, the first night we moved in, we're just hanging out, beat from fucking moving and just chilling on the couch. Well, we get a knock on the door, and she had baked us a cake. God bless. That's what it said. God bless. Baked this fucking cake. Looked like came out of Easy Bake Oven. Thank you. Very nice. Well, she proceeded to keep us on the front porch and talk to us about all the other neighbors. So she starts going in about, yeah, this guy over here, we used to be cool, but I didn't do nothing wrong, but now we're not cool. And this lady across the street, yeah, we used to be friends, but I don't know what happened, and we're not friends anymore. And then she starts going into fucking how she was 40 years in aquatics. I don't even know what the fuck that means. 40 years in aquatics? She only looked like she was 50. Maybe she was 55. So from 15 on, she's in aquatics. What the fuck does that mean, aquatics? I mean, I understand the water. What is that? For 50 years, 40 years, you were living underwater? Were you fucking water polo instructor? So she was telling us about, if you want your son to learn how to swim, I could take him to the pool. No, you fucking can't take him to the pool. Excuse me. This episode is brought to you by ArrestPodesta.com, and we will not be having our son go to any fucking pool with you. You might seem nice, but there's something weird about you. Sure enough, about 3 seconds later, I start inching back towards the fucking door, because I'm like, oh, I think I heard something in the house. Smoke detector's going off. Some fucking bullshit. Get me the fuck out of there. Well, Christy, I fucking left her there. She on the front porch just talking, 45 minutes talking. This lady's like, yeah, I got a bald spot back here. I'm a little subconscious about it, but I thought maybe I would tell you about it. 40 years in aquatics. I used to be on the board of the pool board or some shit like that, and I don't know what happened, but I'm not on there anymore. They kicked me off. So it seems like she's the sweetest lady in the world, but for some reason, nobody fucks with her anymore. Maybe because you've been running around the fucking neighborhood with no goddamn panties on. And you are not hot. On a scale from 1 to 30. Okay? And if you're just tuning in and you're not familiar with the 30 scale, here at Cardio and Chat, I almost said Chat and Chew. I think that's a restaurant. Cardio and Chat, we don't go on the 1 to 10 scale for hotness. You know, usually it's like 1 to 10. How hot do you think I am? Yeah, you're a 7. Yeah. We all know I'm a fucking 10. No, that's not a fair scale. You gotta go 1 to 30. So I will go over this again. 1 to 30 scale. Okay. The theory behind it is you could be a really hot, ugly chick, or you could be a really ugly, hot chick. Or you could be like an okay-looking hot chick. You know, so there's a much broader range. So 1 to 10 is the ugly range. 1 being the ugliest of the ugliest. 10 being a good-looking ugly. Could be a chick, could be a dude, doesn't matter. It goes both ways. You got 11 to 20. 11 to 20 is your mediocre range. Like you're okay looking. You know, just average looking motherfuckers. So if you are 11, you are ugly ass, okay looking motherfucker. If you are 20, that's pretty good. You're getting up there. You're a really hot, okay looking chick. 21 to 30. This is the realm you want to be in. If this is what you care about. 21 being an ugly ass hot chick. Now, an ugly ass hot chick, that's still pretty hot. I mean, we got a broad range here, small increments. 30 being the hottest of the hot, we're talking fucking blue unicorn. We're talking double rainbow. You know, the near impossible. It's almost nearly impossible for that to happen naturally in the wild, as we will say. The neighbor, we're going to give her... I haven't seen her naked, okay? I haven't seen her run around the neighborhood naked. This was before our time. I would say she's about a 3. Now, why am I giving her a 3 and not a 1 if I really think she's that hideous? I'll tell you why. She getting a 3 because she got the bald spot. She getting a 3 for just being fucking weird. And she also getting a 3 for baking us that cake. That cake basically brought her from a 1 to a 3. And the cake was good. I ate the cake reluctantly. I didn't let my son eat the cake, though. That's weird. Who knows what the fuck's in it? I ate the cake. I will be the sacrificial lamb. If there's poison in it, a bunch of fucking mushrooms, whatever. I'll eat the cake. I'm fat. Who gives a fuck? If I die, I'll die eating a fucking chocolate cake. Say God bless. So she gets a 3 for that. Now, let's go on the other side of the spectrum here, just so you can get some sort of perspective. Excuse me. Freaking sweat my ass off. We're going to pick it up a little bit. Let's try to look at the top end of the 1 to 30 scale and see if we can find a 30. It's going to be pretty fucking hard. Let's go to some public figures and let's start rating them. You can put your ratings in the comments. Let's start with somebody like Melania Trump. On the 1 to 30 scale, I give Melania Trump, I give her probably like a 22. 22, now that's pretty good. She's like a pretty, maybe like a 23. She's pretty good looking hot chick. Now Melania Trump, a lot of people think she's stupid. Let me tell you something. Melania Trump is not fucking stupid. Now, she might have an accent, and for some reason, Americans think that if you have an accent, that equates to you being stupid. She speaks 5 languages. 5. I could barely speak English, especially when I'm on this goddamn stepper. So, let's give it up to her. She's pretty fucking hot, too. She's got the pictures online. You can see her naked. Go Trump. Good Trump on that one. Bagging Melania. That's nice. Let's just jump around a little bit and let's make it fun. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey. What do you give her on a 1 to 30? Whew, sorry, Oprah. I'm going to give Oprah a 10. Now, I'm going to give Oprah a 10 because, one, she can be pretty motivating. So you be in the bed with her, laying her down, and she'll probably motivate you to do a better job. You know, if you're slacking a little bit. Very successful. But I guess if we're just going on looks alone and not like any other attributes, I'll give Oprah Winfrey, depending on what era, because she was fucking huge at one point, and then she like lost a bunch of weight and she was looking fit, and then she went back up. I haven't seen her in a long time. I'm gonna give Oprah Winfrey a 10. You get the hot ass ugly chick. That's what you got for me. Okay, let's jump around a little bit more. Who could we rate on the 1 to 30? Who could we rate? Let's keep political. Hillary Clinton. You get a fucking 1. You're a Satanist. You're a fucking sick bitch. You're just a bag of fucking devils. You get a fucking 1 from me. You're lucky you get a 1. You should get a 0 because you're a horrible fucking person. Fuck Hillary Clinton. And honestly, she is the only reason why I voted for Trump. So, -1, Chris, thumbs up to that shit. Hillary Clinton, you get a -1. You might even get a -30 on the -30 to 30 scale. Fucking horrible. What a horrible fucking person. Jesus Christ. No empathy. No remorse for the fucked up shit she's done. And honestly, she'll never be held accountable for it. Now, I did briefly mention at the beginning of this episode that I heard they were reopening the investigation into her server and things of that nature. So one could be hopeful, but typical as the government is, nothing will fucking happen. It's a fucking horse and pony show. I don't even know if that's the right saying, but you know what I'm talking about. It's all for a show. I'm gonna rate my girlfriend now. My fiance Beyonce. She get a 30. Matter of fact, she get a 50. If I give her anything less than a 50, I'm gonna be sleeping in the fucking basement for a month. But honestly, love my girl, love my wife to be, beautiful as all, beautiful as ever. Love it. Okay, let's move on. Who else? I want to rate people that like everybody pretty much knows, and like people that won't admit to the true rating that they would give somebody. So, horse and pony? What is it, dog and pony show? Same shit, right? It's all the same. So, let's go on. Let's rate somebody else on the 1 to 30. Let's rate a guy, because we got to make it fair for the ladies. We'll rate a guy. And we'll just go back to the topic we were talking about, Conor McGregor. Now, for the ladies, I guess that's either a hit or a miss. But I would presume that a lot of ladies are into that Conor McGregor type. Probably one of the reasons why I'm holding on to this beard. That guy's got a nice beard. He's got that fucking Irish swag. He's a brutal motherfucker. I'm gonna give, on the man bro scale, for the ladies, Conor McGregor, a 1 to 30. I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna say he's probably like a 21. Now, he get a 21 because, let's face it, he's a fighter. His nose is all fucked up. And he's kind of a cocky ass motherfucker. So that could be a turn off, I think, for ladies. But we'll give him a 21. Fair enough. I give myself a 30. I give Big Chris a 30. I give Moses a 29. Just because I can't let him beat me. It's fucked up. But I gotta be better than at least one fucking person in at least one aspect. Alright? Let me tell you a little something about Moses. shit, 35 minutes already? Wow. I'm still going to tell you a little something about Moses. I've been friends with Moses, 285 calories burned, since high school, right? I met him in high school. I was writing like little poetry and shit. I heard about this guy who was battling all the black kids, freestyling, destroying people. I'm like, I got to meet this motherfucker. I don't remember who introduced me to him, but I remember I met him in the hallway. Just like in passing, like, yo, that's Moses. Hey, this is Mike. He writes a little bit, bullshit, whatever. At that point, I was just starting. But he really kind of put me on track to writing rhymes and actually start recording. So we started linking out a little more over time. And then the whole group started kind of forming. And that was the original Disciples of Logic. If you want to hear that music, tomorrow's episode and the end of today's episode is sponsored by disciplesoflogic.com. You can go on there and you could get all our music for free, pretty much that we've ever made. There's some shit that I still have to upload of some earlier CDs, but you could definitely get all that shit on there for free. Download it for free, burn it on a CD, share it with your friends. That's how we doing it. But Moses is better than me in a lot of ways, and I'm not fucking tooting his horn here. He's a better musician. He plays more instruments than me. He can sing, kinda, and there's some other shit too. Some other shit I can't remember. But I know one thing for certain, I'm better looking than him. So that's why I get a 30, he get a 29. That's the end of that fucking story. Okay. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. This is actually starting to pick up a little bit of steam. Today our live viewer count was a little low. But if you go back and you look at the total views, nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we're looking at average of 150 views per video, but a couple of them were like 250, 280. So it's starting to pick up a little bit, and I certainly appreciate you letting me just kind of bullshit while I work out. All right, what's up, Alyssa? Again, you coming in at the end. We're about to wrap this show up. I should possibly maybe have some sort of time frame to do this, like 11:30 every day. But it's all over the place with the kid. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen. Some days he wants to shit on the couch. Some days he wants to slap me in the face with a fucking shovel. Like not a big heavy shovel, like a little toy shovel. He's weak. He's only 3 years old. I'm way stronger than him, and he knows it. I'll fuck him up. But I love my son, so I don't do that. Anyway, I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about this now. April, you're coming in at the end, but thank you for tuning in. Go back and watch. I will highly suggest, if you did not see episode, what is this, 9? Episode 7? The Pants Story. It's got a whole bunch of hashtags on it. The Pants Story. Watch that fucking episode. That shit is funny as hell. JP, what's going on? I'm about to sign off. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some funny ass topics. If there's anything you want to talk about, as always, leave it in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share this video with the more people, the better. If you get anything out of it, you're welcome. I'm certainly getting something out of it. I'm fucking working out. 35 minutes on the stepper is a beast. And that shit goes quick. It feels like 30 seconds. So I really just want to thank you for tuning in and keeping me honest and keeping me going. Uncle Willie, love you. But I'm signing off. I'll be back tomorrow. Watch episode 7. That shit is funny as hell. I had me cracking up, laughing my fucking ass off. The Pants Story. Fucking stupid. But it's funny as hell. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Sammy Sosa.